Hello, friends. Namaste. Oh, I have such an exciting story for you today. It's about a girl with a really, really big dream. And guess what? She changed the whole world with just a tennis racket and a super brave heart. You ready to hear it? Okay, let's go.
First things first, tell me, do you love to play games? I bet you do. What's your favorite one to play? Maybe you love gully cricket, or running around playing Coco or Kabaddi with all your friends? Playing games is just the best, isn't it?
Well, the hero of our story today is a little girl named Billie Jean, and she lived in this really sunny place far away called California. Her whole family loved sports, but Billie Jean, oh, she loved playing games more than anything in the whole wide world. So out of all the games in all the sports, you know what her favorite was? Baseball. Yep, baseball. And she wasn't just okay at it, she was so good. Her biggest dream was to grow up and be a famous baseball star. But there was one little problem, a small one. Whenever she played, she was usually the only girl on the whole team. And back then, there just weren't any big professional teams for girls to join when they got older. Now that doesn't sound very fair, does it? Nope. So what do you think? Did Billie Jean just give up? No way. Not a chance. She knew, okay, I just need to find a new sport, a new game that I can love. And so her search began. And then she found it. It was tennis. And oh, it was perfect for her. Think about it. You get to run, you get to hit a ball really hard, and the best part, boys and girls could play it together. She just fell in love with it. She had found her new big dream. Okay, so to play tennis, you need one very important thing, right? A racket. But Billie Jean didn't just go and ask her parents for one. Nope, she made a plan, a really clever plan. She started working super hard, doing chores at home, helping out in the garden, anything to earn a little money, all by herself. And you know what? She saved up every single penny, every coin, until she had $8 whole. That was just enough money to buy her very first tennis racket. Can you imagine how that felt? The moment she held that racket in her hands, wow, she must have felt like a real champion already. So now she had her racket. And next, she found a coach who was giving lessons for free. And Billie Jean, she practiced every single day. Rain or shine, she was out there. She worked so hard that guess what? She became the best student the coach ever had. So Billie Jean just kept getting better and better and better. She was winning all these matches and everyone could see she was becoming a real star. But as she got more famous and played more games, she started to notice some things. Things in the world of tennis that just, well, they weren't fair. She thought, wait a minute. I'm playing the same game as everybody else. But was everyone being treated the same way? She started looking around and pretty soon she found out the answer. And the answer was no. Get this. One day, she wasn't even allowed to be in a team picture with all the other players. And you'll never guess why. It was because she was wearing shorts, not a skirt. Can you believe that? For wearing shorts? What a silly rule. It just felt so unfair to her. And then she noticed something that was even more unfair. A really big thing. See, when a man won a big tennis tournament, he would get a huge prize with lots of money. But if a woman won the exact same tournament, her prize money was way smaller. Just imagine that for a second. You play the same game, you win, but you get a smaller prize just for being a girl. How would that make you feel? Right then and there, Billie Jean realized something really important. Winning tennis matches was fun, and she was great at it. But her biggest, most important battle, that wasn't going to be on the tennis court. It was going to be the fight for fairness. The fight to make things right for everybody. So that's what she decided to do. She decided she was going to use her amazing tennis talent for something more than just winning games. She was going to use it to make a big positive change in the world. She became a true champion for change. And wow, did she become a champion? She won the super famous Wimbledon championship. She became the #1 player in the entire world. She even won 3 huge tournaments called Grand Slams in just one season. And she was named Sportsperson of the Year. She wasn't just a star, she was a superstar. And because she was such a superstar, everybody all around the world knew her name. And that gave her something really powerful. It gave her a voice. It meant that when she spoke up, people would actually listen.
Now she could use that voice to talk about all the unfair things she saw and really help make them right. But you know what's really cool? She didn't do this all by herself. She knew that when you work together as a team, you're so much stronger. So she got together with 8 other super brave women tennis players, and they all believed in the same thing: fairness for everyone. And together, this amazing team started their very own group. They called it the Women's Tennis Association. And the whole point of this group was to make sure that women athletes were treated with respect and, really importantly, paid fairly for all their hard work, just like the men were. And because of Billie Jean and her amazing friends, things really started to change. The old unfair rules started to disappear. They made the world of sports a much better, much fairer place for all the girls and women who dreamed of playing after them. It just goes to show you, one person, one big idea can start a giant change. So, we've seen her go from a little girl who just loved to play games all the way to a world champion who fought for what was right. Billie Jean's story really shows us what it means to follow a dream. And now, let's talk about your dream.
What a journey, right? Let's look at it one more time. She started as just a little girl who loved games. Then she became a tennis player with a big dream. Then a world champion who fought for fairness. And in the end, she became a hero for everyone.
Her story teaches us something so important. It shows us that it doesn't matter who you are or where you come from. If you have a big dream in your heart and you're willing to work hard and stand up for what you believe is right, you can make a huge difference in the world. So, I have one last, very important question just for you. Take a moment and think about it. What do you love to do? What makes your heart feel happy? What's the one thing you'd love to change in the world to make it better? So, what is your big dream? Whatever it is, I want you to go for it. Be brave, work hard, and be amazing, just like Billie Jean King. I'll see you next time, little champions.